I'm Jenny Hasselbusch, and I'm playing Kayleen.
Hi, I'm Ryan Nicotra. I'm your director.
I'm Anthony Chanov, and I'm playing Doug.
I'm Dustin Horsman. I'm the assistant director of the 2014 season finale for Boom, Gruesome Playground Injuries.
And this is our first video blog. We're going to be documenting our rehearsal process, keep you up to date on how we're doing and what we're doing in rehearsal, documenting sort of all the changes that we make and sort of our growth and progress and discovery as we work on this project. So we're tackling this project a little bit differently. My strategy is to draw a really, really big circle where we move as fast as we can and block the entire show as quickly as possible. Today is day 3 of rehearsals, and we've finished blocking the entire play. So next week when we come back, we're going to be going back and taking a look at a lot of the smaller moments and making them really, really pointed and articulate and sharp and really, really clean. And I'm really excited to give these two a little bit more to sink their teeth into. Jenny, do you want to tell anybody anything about Kayleen?
Well, Kayleen it's an interesting story because I think it's true with both characters. There isn't a whole lot that's really said about them. I mean, you learn some things about them that they really don't tell a lot of people. Like Kayleen has a history with cutting and probably some kind of eating disorder. But there isn't a whole lot of other personal detail about them that you learn from the text. And from the work that I've done so far, Kayleen's very reactionary. She doesn't really do a lot of things. She's always reacting to things that have happened to her. So I think that's interesting because, I mean, she has motives, but she's very much like, okay, I'm happy with this as it is. I don't like change. I don't like doing anything. I'm going to stay in my town forever. So something to work for, making that okay.
Yeah, and it's a lot of fun to watch Jenny in scenes reacting to Anthony Chanov. They're really, really great partners, and they've worked together on a couple projects before. Anthony, what's it like working with Jenny and talking about Doug?
Well, it's really amazing working with Jenny. I've been looking very forward to working with her for almost a year now, and so I'm finally excited to get going with it. With Doug, he's kind of an idiot. But you love him for it. You know, he does a lot of stupid things. He's, I mean, throughout the whole play, it goes, you know, we're different ages, but every age, I'm still somewhat of a kid. No matter how old I get, I still come off as a kid. But the biggest thing that, for me with Doug, would be that as much as of a kid I am and how stupid I do things and as much as I get hurt, that I am a nice person. Like, I mean well. I don't mean harm on anyone or myself, even though I do these things, and that I love Jenny's character so much, and that's something that you really have to look forward to, is that as much as I do all these things, that I do really care about her, and in the end that I'm willing to almost sacrifice my whole body just to prove to her that, you know, she is the one for me. So.
Yeah, and their story is a really, really, really difficult one to tell. And it's really nice having an assistant director that I've got so much experience working with. Dustin Horsman has been working with me and with Boom since 2012 when he joined us for The Importance of Being Earnest. And Dustin, what's it like bringing this story to life in movement, and what does it look like so far?
Well, one of the things that Boom has always, I don't want to use the word struggle with, but we work on a very small budget. But what that means is that gives us the advantage of making sure that the actors are even stronger. Mm-hmm. We make sure that the actors are the best that they can be. That way, we're not using any kind of set or any kind of crazy production as like a crutch or anything like that. We really want the words and the actions to speak for themselves. One of the things that we're doing with this is we are collecting stories from people to sort of paint the walls of our set with different stories of how people have gotten hurt and gotten injured, which is a big part of this show, is the injuries that people have sustained and how that brings them closer together. We're going to use a lot more lighting. We plan to really try and use lights in a different way than we've done before to make these actions and moments stand out a little bit more, to almost take them a little bit far out of reality, but not too much to be almost surreal. Because the show is very surreal, but it's still very grounded in being very relatable, something that people can come and see and be like, well, I've never gone through anything like that, but I can still take away something relating to myself from having seen that show. Anyone that saw our production last summer of the Baltimore Waltz, you can expect something a little bit similar to that. It's not going to rely as much on being realistic as much as just getting the point across. So it's going to be challenging to do, but I think we have the right team to take on that challenge for it. So.
Yeah, I mean, we're having a lot of fun with this, and we want to make this really, really beautiful and messy, kind of like a giant finger painting, if you will, in the theater, and it's really, really, it's coming off well. We're doing a great job with that so far. So if you would like to contribute your story, you can go on our website. It's boomtheater.com. You can add your story on a form. You can also do it anonymously if you're shy, but we want to hear your bloody, gory scar story, because we're going to print it up and it's going to be part of the set. So we are putting you, the audience, in the position where you get to design our set. I do not moderate or edit your posts. So, you know, give us all the good bloody details and we're going to post it up on our set. And if you guys have any questions for our two actors, for Dustin, for myself, or for anything about Boom, please feel free to leave a comment below, and we will gladly answer your questions next week in our next video blog. Thank you so much for supporting, and we'll see you at the show.